What is this holy grail you've talked about, or where are you trying to get to? What does this look like in 5 years' time in your mind?
Great question. So for me, the holy grail is not to be a Web3 blockchain company. The holy grail for me is to be able to attract both Web2 and Web3 companies to come. And the idea around Bluwhale was actually created when my co-founder and I were working on a Web2 AI company before. We realized that the only way to train our AI to be smart enough is if we convince one of the big guys to give us the data so we can train on it, right? And so that means serving the top 2% of the world. Now, the small, medium-sized businesses, I don't care if they are in Web3 or Web2, they still struggle with the same problem. Let's say they have 10,000 monthly active users. Do they have enough data to do any type of AI around those users? Are they able to ask the chat to ask like, hey, what does my user want? Are they able to provide personalized like services or products that they can design around it? Probably not. It's too little data, you can't tell, right? Why don't we build Bluwhale so that all the SMBs are sitting on top of you, pooling information, pooling resources together, and betting on the fact that if we pool as a collective, we might be as strong as one of the big guys when it comes to the AI race.
And that's the vision, that's the grail.
That's the holy grail.
And when do you think you can achieve that?
Good question. I mean, like it's a very long-term vision for us. I always used to say when I build a company, and this is kind of like what my advisors and mentors always said, like, hey, if you're building a startup, plan for 5 to 10 years, right? Don't go into a startup because you want to exit within like a year or two and just run away, right? If you're for a real purpose here, you should always calculate, like the average years of IPO is already 7 to 8 years, right?
Yeah, Facebook was about that.
Yeah.
And maybe that was fast.
That was fast.
Yeah, that's the Web 2 world. And in this world, people want the launch in 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
right?
they want
the memes
faster.
and stuff, they want fast.
Correct, they want 100x today.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
which is what they want, but they actually don't want it. Because like you said, when you actually have execution that fast or even profits that fast, just like guerrilla marketing, it just doesn't last. And you can't build something that fast of value.
You can't.
Period.
It doesn't work.
And when you try to force it, it doesn't last.
And what goes up fast also comes down fast.
And that's what we've seen. You know, it's crazy because we've invested in about 100 companies so far, and so I have a whole group of LPs, and I just try to say this stuff takes time, and I get a glazed look, and I'm just like, if you think you can go from 1 to 1 billion in 1 year, I know we all want that to happen, but it's just not realistic. So we just have, and if it does happen, there's something wrong. You should be suspicious. It might go down. So just trying to get people to slow down in a world where people got used to quick payouts in Web3.
That's right. And so how do you tell the next generation, right? How do you tell the young founders that are about to build their next Web3 company that are in their early 20s, right? That have been in Web3 long enough to know that, I can make a 10x tomorrow, right? Why do I need to persist if my launch doesn't go well, right? So I think all of that will show that in this space, and I don't know if you saw the talk or the post from CZ who said like, hey, I think 90% of his portfolio is BNB.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he says like, to succeed, it's really the long term. And
that's powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the truth is, these days, you probably talk to most people in Web3 and they don't have a 10x. You know, you might have one in 21, but these days, not many people can hold it anymore. You know, and if there is one, it's a quick story and it's a meme coin and it's gone. So waiting for that, it's just not the current reality. So maybe this is the time to start adjusting timeframes, and you could still have all the beauties of decentralization, and you could still punt a few meme coins on the side, but we're all still here building.
And that's why I hope that this cycle is really about like mass adoption, right? With now institutions buying in and playing with tokens and governments buying in, right? It might turn out as very different than other, like bear and bull cycles that we have seen in the past, right? And so we will see.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.